okay, what are the next steps, right? How do I get started on implementing a track and trace system? There are a lot of third-party providers out there that might try to sell you technology to implement, right? Whether it's a SaaS solution, or you might, within your own organization, look at building this in-house. I will tell you that the 5 steps that I would tell you to focus on are assess what type of assets you're trying to track, right? Is it plastic? Is it metal? What type of environment are they in? But the tagging of the assets is probably the most important step in this process. Overview of the supply chain, right? Am I looking to put a system in a closed loop or shared supplier format? How are my assets going to move? Do I have to implement my technologies or on my customers or suppliers' networks? Calculating the ROI. It has to deliver the savings, both hard and cost. Hard cost CFOs and people like that, they're just going to look at what's my loss and what's the save, not having to lose these assets. But there's a lot of soft cost savings in some of that labor that we talked about. Stakeholder alignment, I think this is probably the most important factor. And what I'm talking about here is top down and bottom up for stakeholder alignment of why we're implementing a track and trace system. It's nice if an executive comes in and says, yes, I know the importance, this makes sense, let's implement it. But if the guy on the floor doesn't believe in it or see the value, compliance is going to be an issue, right? You're going to run into data management exception problems, and eventually you're going to have a bunch of noise going back and forth and not knowing what to do with that data. And then finally, change management, right? IT people hate when I say this, but the technology part, that's the easy part, okay? That works, that stuff works. We can get that to work. Change management within your organization, how well you guys are at adapting new systems and new processes, that's really what's going to take your tracking system to the next level. So if we could just close on looking at the poll results here. Good for you guys. I'm glad that everybody sees that, because as we know the cost is going down, right? We know the technology works. It is the change management and implementation. So interesting to see.